Dogs are one of my favorite animals this year. And so let's, understand that if a dog is in your year, again, it's about your networks, your month is career, your day is about you and partnerships, and the hour is goal. But who are our dogs? Go ahead and put that in the chat. This is a year, it's like seize the year. This one, you have so much potential for growth in 2023. I can't even begin to tell you. So there's going to be lots of opportunities for you. Here is kind of a news flash, though. Remember when I was talking about a big clash between a dragon and a dog? So I want to already let you know you have a fantastic 2023. Change and big change is coming in 2024. I want you to make the absolute most out of this year. So whether the dog is in your year, month, or day will tell you where the biggest change is going to be happening. And so let's have a look at some of the energies for 2023. You have dragon virtue, you have leader, and you have connection. Especially the top two have incredible potency. So you're going to want to do what you can to help yourself out there. And then of the unfavorables, we have arguments, disruptions, pivot, and annoyance. So let's look at those one by one. The dragon virtue, very powerful energy. And it is an energy that will help you relieve obstacles. So when something gets accidentally triggered in your space, like some of the things I'll be talking about during the feng shui piece, but there's going to be certain sectors that we don't want to do any renovations. We don't want to even hanging a painting on the wall. You are breaking the wall with a nail or a screw or, the hook to hang a piece of artwork, and that can trigger negative energy. This is the dragon virtue that will help appease that. Therefore, it is an energy that the dragons will definitely relish in 2023. And so it's going to help relieve obstacles and misfortune. It's going to neutralize those challenging energies for you. So, what can happen with this particular energy is it can help resolve past blockages, problems, and issues. So again, we've been talking about getting rid of those negatives so we can move forward. So if you have things that you're just bearing and not really talking them out or releasing them, they are only harming you. So you want to release that the negativity, and this can definitely help you. It can actually help with some career luck and some prosperity, if you will. So tapping into this particular energy is good. It's very good for happy moments, celebrations, promotions, things like that. And also, if you've got a dog in your chart, especially depending on where it shows up, you may find people in that area of your life that are reaching out to you for help, because you seem very capable of helping others. And so be gracious to help them if you can. This is also where you can kind of tap in with this energy as well, similar to the moon that the horse had, is tapping into where there's some market gaps. That's where you can also monetize and make a difference there. So this one has a nice feng shui consequence. I'm going to say attribute. This will help you. All right, and then we have leader. This one is very influential, and so you're going to be able to attract right teams, right advisors. You are going to have power and authority. So be the leader you want to be. Who is it that you want to model? Maybe it's somebody in your industry, and maybe it's some other people as well that is going to help you articulate, because people are listening to you. People want to be uplifted, and they're the ones that can help you take that right action. So as you are taking the steps up the ladder, remember to be a leader, not a tyrant, because this energy lasts 1 year, and people do have long memories when it comes to the negative, short when it comes to the positive. So do keep your steps going in the right direction, and it can help you out tremendously. All right. Then you also have connections, so you can also bring in your followers, if you will, through your networking. You want to elevate the type of people you're networking around. Remember that middle class is becoming redundant, so we want to network up and really serve those people the best to your ability. I'm not saying don't do sponsorships for people and things like that, but if people are already in poverty, or living below the poverty line, they don't have money to pay for your services. You can help them through your charitable means, or even through your treasures, through money, if that's the way you want to do it. But what I want you to do is network up your connections. This is a very powerful energy that you can control about who you want to be around, as in, where am I showing up myself? That is where you can help yourself considerably. So time to get out there and rub some shoulders as well, right? Okay, so we have arguments. This does have a feng shui significance in 2023, which I'll talk about when we talk about the feng shui piece, but just to point out that there are arguments there. And so we definitely, and this is kind of big arguments. It's not like, oh, I'm sorry. You may need to get a mediator or some sort of third party involved, and it may not resolve the problem. So this is where you're kind of caught up in the negative situations. You can't get out of it yourself, and it's because an argument has gone beyond sane communication. Nobody's listening anymore. And so that's where, your conflict resolution skills might help to a certain point, but it is almost better because maybe you're there, but the other party you're arguing with isn't. So this one's a tough one. Then we've got disruptions. So there might be an abrupt ending to something, like a partnership that you weren't expecting to dissolve, if you will. But the thing with this is it can force you into something new. So don't go, oh my gosh, my life is just falling apart here. So just kind of look at, and even with the arguments, it's like, how can you show up with your best negotiation skills and stand for what you believe is right, not what other people tell you is right, what your essence is right, and then move forward. And the same with these disruptions. Stand in your power, get a clear head about what is the best move. You want to stay away from high risk disruptive speculations, because those will not serve you in 23. And you might experience some losses this year. So just kind of watch that, which is going to lead us to pivot. Sometimes pivoting doesn't feel fun. But this is a full speed ahead year. So you really need to not delay too long, analyze as quickly as you can. You got the dragon virtue, you've got connections, you've got leader to help you make more informed decisions. Use it. That will help you, pivot a little bit easier. So, explore the pros and cons quickly, maybe get some third-party advice, and then go for it. That's how you can pivot in a positive way versus, oh, holy crap, now what do I do? All right, then we have annoyances. So this could be more of a niggly health problem. Remember when I talked about on some of the other animals, like if you can go back to exactly when you first had an issue, and it could be a health issue. It could be a money issue, a relation. If you go back to that first, we got a problem here. This would be a good time to analyze where that point was. You're going to have an opportunity maybe this year that, oh, I got a cough, or, oh, I got this pain in my back, or, oh gosh, I'm just getting so stiff here. Like, don't chalk it all up to, oh, I'm getting old. That is BS. There's so much that can keep you going today. You may just need to take, some different steps. So, and you may not like the steps, because you've always liked to do certain things. Well, maybe you can't do those anymore. You might need to make some adjustments. Here's the thing. If you don't make the adjustments this year, it's going to turn into something chronic, health, finance, relationship, and then it's going to be potentially irreversible. So make time for yourself for self-care, prioritize the things that are important. And, this can help you quite a bit. Okay. All right. Let's look at the combo to the rabbit is the dog. Excuse me. The combo to the dog is the rabbit, which is the year. So good news for the dogs. And please let me know who the dogs are, because the dogs have the beautiful rabbit energy, the best friend happening all year long. Isn't that wonderful? So you got your best friend that has your back. And this is something that you could, definitely, help you along the way. Yes, Jennifer and Kitty have the top dog in their in their month. And so anywhere across your chart, if you have a dog, this is a good year for you to really look at those favorable energies and really take them to heart and go for it, because it's a nice year for you. All right, because you'll find out soon what I'll leave that little tidbit in a second. All right, the dog and the rabbit are the combo animals, and then the clash is the dog and the dragon. So again, I want you to do as much as you can in 2023 and get ready. I'm already going to give you a little bit what's going to happen for the dogs next year. You are going to have that big spender in your chart next year. Let me repeat that. You're going to have the big spender in your chart next year, depending on where it's showing up in your chart. Therefore, you got not a month like the roosters to get ready. You have a whole year to start saving for whatever it is that you're going to be wanting to save. This could also be a good year that you're going to be wanting to move. Those kinds of things that I talked about, the rooster. Listen on the replay on that, of what I said of the rooster. Just take out rooster and listen to some, not all, but especially the big spender and the year breaker. Listen to that piece again. You can already prepare a year ahead of time. So that's what I want you to do. Let's not get blindsided by this energy. Let's figure it out. And I'm in that category. So I'm going to have to be looking a year out. But that's why it's important for you to understand these energies a little bit ahead of time, because it's a planning tool. It's a business planning tool. This is not superstition. I hope you haven't heard today, like, oh, you're going to have this lovely, relationship and it's time to, like, that's not me. Never has been me. I really want you to take this as serious as we've had a minimum of 8 months preparing for this upcoming year. And part of it was this presentation, my book, and then the year that comes ahead. It takes that long to get prepared. All right. So fair warning was to my dogs, but enjoy the year. But in the back of your mind, I don't want you to be caught next year going, oh, I wish I would have known, because I've already told you. All right. Let's look at October. Now, I'm really actually even surprised myself with this energy map of October, because typically, wow, it's usually more green than it is more the white boxes. But this year we have to just be a little bit more strategic. That's all. And this is the standard version. And when we look at the personalized version during the demo, I'll show you a couple of different ways you can use white days that will empower you each and every time. All right, let's look at the dog sector, Northwest 1. That is where it is located. And if you have a dog in your chart, which many of you told me you did, what's in your Northwest sector? Is that helping you in your life right now?